Hello, this is Steve Geischer with Parts Now, bringing you another Parts Now tech tip. What I want to talk about today is dealing with network ports, specifically embedded network ports. So I've got an M602 machine sitting over here right next to me, and a P4015 machine that you can see as well. If you can read the labels, you can see training listed on them because we do training on these machines and others as well. So they are training machines. But what I want to focus on more so, as opposed to the front of the machines, is the back half of the machines, where the network ports are. See, in these machines, they both have what are called embedded network ports. So I've got on my P4015 now over here, I've got my network port right through this slot here. And on my M602, I've got a network port there. Now the problem that I hear through our tech support department is that somebody will call in and go, I think the port's bad, I can't seem to get it to function right, it's not enabling right, not printing out an EIO sheet, I think it's bad. Looks like I'm going to have to replace the whole formatter. Is that my only option? No, that's not your only option. It is an option, and maybe it's the best one depending upon your situation, but in this case, it's not the only option. So let's explore that. Okay, my EIO port, shot. Not working. What do I do? What are my options? Replace the board, replace the formatter? Yes. Option number two, well, if I look at my P4015 here, I've got this little slot here. This is an EIO slot. I'm going to take my screwdriver here and I'm going to pop off this cover, and I've kind of prepped it so it should come off pretty easily. So there's a slot that opens up, and with that slot there, that slot allows me to install a card and go, oh, that's where I can put my network port. Absolutely, you can put a network card in there. So you're up and running and ready to go again. But I want to point out that as an EIO, the Enhanced Input-Output card, you have more options than just network. You could put in, say we need another USB port. Well, I've already got one here, but we happen to need another one for whatever reason. I could get a card that's got just USB. I could install a hard drive in this slot. I could install another type of network, connectivity type of card in the slot as well. So it gives you versatility, just to kind of give you some ideas here of what you might be able to do above and beyond stuff. So my EIO slot. So in this case, I might grab an extra EIO card, and I just happen to have one right here. And as you can see with my network port, so I'm able to take my card and slide it in, and I can screw it down, fire up the power, enable it, program it, and away I should be able to go, and I should be able to start printing. Just like having this guy, so it doesn't work, I've got another option. Great idea. But sometimes you don't always have that option. So we look at our M602 over here, I don't see an I don't see an EIO slot. Steve, what are we going to do? Do I have options? Yes, we still have options. Well, what are the options? Well, one option is I can actually use the USB port over here. So what do? I'm going to take an external network box. And I'm going to take my wire and I'm going to plug it into the external network box. So in HP terms, that's a Jet Direct. So it's an external Jet Direct. And I can plug it into that. I can program the box to communicate with my network. And I'm going to take a USB connection off of the box, and I'm going to plug it into the USB port here. So as it plugs in, and I've got the box, and I've got the network plugged into the box, I'm able to communicate, I'm able to print. Did I have to replace the formatter? No, I didn't. But did I have another option? In this case, I absolutely did. Now there is another option I want to throw out too. In today's world of wireless, just about every building's got some sort of wireless connectivity out there, hopefully secured. With that, I also have a device that I could have a USB internal, EIO type of connection here that's a wireless card. And that could communicate wirelessly. So if that burns out and I just go, well, we got wireless here, why don't I just get a wireless connection and configure that and away I go? Great. Oh, no USB over here. What do? Well, I can also get a USB external box that plugs into my USB port here that goes wireless from there, and I'm up and running again as well. So there are other options when the port goes bad. Now, sometimes you may find, gee, Steve, we're already using this card slot and we really need it to continue to be used. We've already got another, box coming off here, another external network connection or other type of connection coming off my USB, or I've got a connection to the USB. What do? In some situations you have to weigh, what options do I have on my external box? Can I plug another USB's hardwire? Can I only go wireless? Can I only go to the network connection there? Explore your options there. In some cases, though, you may end up going, I really should just replace the formatter. So out of all that, you may end up having to, but you can see you do have more options than just, oh, the port seems to be bad, I have to replace the formatter. So with all that, next time you get a bad port on one of these machines here that's got an embedded network connection, you know that you have more options. So this is Steve Geichert with another Parts Now Tech Tip.